Have you ever wondered what title documents you get when you pay for a land? Or have you ever heard some of the title documents and wondered what they mean and what makes them different? In this video, we're going to be talking about one of the title documents in real estate, and that's the deed of assignment. This video covers the definition of the deed of assignment, the importance of the deed of assignment, and the content of the deed of assignment. So what is a deed of assignment? A deed of assignment is a legal document which shows the transfer of ownership from the assigner to the assignee. The assigner in this case is the person that's selling the property, and the assignee is someone who is paying for the property. Let's discuss the importance of the deed of assignment. One of the importance of the deed of assignment is that it shows proof of payment. You cannot be given a deed of assignment if you've not paid for the property, because the deed of assignment indicates the cost of the property and it shows that you've paid for the property and that the right to own the property has been transferred from the previous owner to the current owner now. The deed of assignment also shows the identity of both parties. It states the identity of the person that sold the property to you, and it states your identity for future reference. A deed of assignment is also used for the perfection of your title, because when you go to the land registry to get a perfected title, you cannot do so with just a mere payment receipt. You need a deed of assignment to get a perfected title and to also get your governor's consent. The deed of assignment also gives a description of the property. It describes your property, the location of the property, and it also references information in the survey plan. This is one of the importance of the deed of assignment. It actually describes your property. It's basically your property described on paper. The deed of assignment also protects the owner of the property from future dispute. There's an issue of property disputes in real estate, and the deed of assignment is here to solve that problem. So let's speak about the contents of the deed of assignment. The deed of assignment contains the right to convey. This shows that the seller of the property actually owns the land and has the legal right to sell this property. It also contains a promise that the buyer can use the land for whatever he wants without interference from the seller or anyone through him. The deed of assignment also contains the indemnity. That is that the seller will compensate the buyer if any hidden defect in the title arise much later. The deed of assignment contains the description of both parties, that's the assignee and the assigner. The deed of assignment also contains a brief history of the property and how the seller came to take ownership of that property. This is just basically the due diligence of that property. If the trail is legally backed and that the assigner is the legal owner of the property. Inside the deed of assignment, there's also the legal words of assignment. You probably read something like the assigner hereby transfers onto the assignee all the rights and interests of this property. The deed of assignment also contains the covenant, that's the right to convey, freedom of encumbrances, and indemnity. I've already explained what indemnity is and right to convey. But freedom of encumbrances is basically that the land has no disputes or legal challenges. It also contains the signature of both parties and the attestation. And finally, but not always, it contains the seal if there is a corporate company involved in the transaction. If you're buying from a company, the company seal will be attached to the deed of assignment. This is basically all you need to know about the deed of assignment and it as a title document. As always, I'm Victor Andy. See you on the next video.